It's 4 o'clock. You're watching Newsfeed PM with me, Mbeki. We begin here this hour. The newly elected leadership of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal is due to seek political guidance this afternoon from former party president Thabo Mbeki. Now, according to the new leadership, a meeting will happen from this hour. It's one of many that it expects to hold with seniors in the organization. Let's get you more on this story. Bring in our politics editor, Lukhanyo Calata. And you're outside, Lukhanyo, the venue for this meeting. It was due to start at 4 o'clock, and indeed we've seen some movement indicating that it appears they're on time.
They are indeed, Thembekile. Just a few moments ago, we saw former President Thabo Mbeki walk from his home, which is to my left, into the gate behind me here on my right, and obviously these are the offices for the Thabo Mbeki Foundation. The meeting was expected to start at 4 o'clock. We expected to start on time because obviously the ANC KZN leadership arrived here at around 3:10. They were then ushered into the venue for the meeting. And then, as I said a few minutes ago, we saw the president walking in. Now, earlier, we had tried to solicit or get some answers at least from the newly minted provincial secretary of KZN, Mbeki, and he unfortunately was very coy, saying that, look, he's only prepared to speak to us once they've had this meeting.
And let's talk about why the ANC and KZN would need a fair deal of political guidance at this point. Right now, they're in the process of trying to get a new premier to lead KwaZulu-Natal, but there have also been other issues around the election performance of the ANC and KZN recently.
Yes, you're right. So recently, as recent as last week, Thursday, there was a PEC meeting in KZN where the PEC heard from now former Premier and former Chairperson of the party in the province, Lukhanyo. He basically then informed the party that he would be relinquishing his role as Premier. And then, of course, he did so last week, Friday. This morning, some of these gentlemen that are in this meeting with former President Thabo Mbeki announced their premier candidate for KZN. They announced, of course, Nomusa Dube. She will be the first woman to lead the province there in KZN. And obviously, coming into this period, the KZN also had an elective conference that was quite bruising, Thembekile. And so what we expect is how do they now, after such a bruising provincial elective campaign, how do they bring all of the parties together and how do they consolidate themselves going into the national elective conference in December? Thembekile.
Newzroom Afrika politics editor Lukhanyo Calata will touch base with you as soon as we get some indication that that meeting is wrapped up and there's something more substantial that the KZN leadership can share with us.